to meet you. I'm Leigh. Nice to meet you.
Kristen.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so, and would you like to introduce yourself? Hi, I'm Gabby. I'm a sophomore and I'm shadowing today on the tour.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you guys. Nice. Okay, so to give you some background on me, my name's Leigh, like I said. I'm a senior here studying sociology and environmental science. Right now, my hometown is Honolulu, but I've been here for the last 4 years. I've been involved in a lot here at Smith so far, including varsity tennis, orchestra, ukulele club. I work at the Office of Alumni Relations and the Office of College Relations. I run the Smith College Instagram. If you have an Insta, give it a follow. And I'm the president of my house. So we're going to head to the quad first and I'll show you my house. Yeah, and if you have any questions as we go along, feel free to shout them out. So this is our Paradise Pond. It's drained right now. I think there's some construction going on, but when the weather's nice, they have kayaks and canoes that you can take out for free and just like paddle up and down the pond and the stream. It's really nice. Do you guys know what you might be interested in studying?
Yeah, most likely architecture.
Okay. And what about you?
Psychology, neuroscience.
Okay, cool. I haven't taken classes in either of those subjects yet, but I know people who have, so I can connect you with them later on. Awesome. Yeah, so if you came, would you be class of 2020? Or 20? Okay, and you'd be 2022?
Yeah.
Cool. So we're walking to the quad now. So to give you an idea about the housing at Smith College, it's a little different for ADAs. But so Smith, I think something that really separates us apart from all the other small liberal arts colleges that when I was applying to colleges all started running together and sounding the same. We have this housing system here, and that means that I think we have about 36 houses on campus, all ranging from say 12 students to 100 students. And when you come to Smith, if you come to Smith the summer before you get here, you'll kind of indicate the area of campus you want to live on. We have 6 areas of campus. We're on the quad now, so there's East Quad, West Quad, Lower Elm, Upper Elm, Green Street, and Center Campus, and they all have kind of different feels to them. So depending on like what size house you want, if you want a single or a double, if you want to live closer to campus, closer to downtown, you can really indicate which area of campus you want to live on. And I think it's really great that you guys get to visit, but for those who don't get to visit, we have this website called Smith by Smithies, and they have very extensive profiles on all the houses that you can check out. Yeah, this is the quad. It's like my favorite view to come home to every day.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And that's my house. And when you're coming home, it is like I'd say 10-minute walk to my main classroom area, but it's a nice walk to and from. Like, I'd rather not look out the window and see the library. So it's a nice break from school. It's separation. Okay, cool. This is my one card and how you get into the houses. It's like the safety mechanism for getting in. Our ping pong table has seen better days. Yeah, so this is Wilson House. Like I said, this is the largest house on campus, so we have 100 people living here. I've lived here since my first year. This is our living room. All Smith houses have these nice, spacious living rooms where we really come to socialize, and our house council meets here. So I know some schools have like adults living in the residential areas telling you what to do, but we don't have any adults here. It's all self-governed, and we have elected positions. So we have a house president, a vice president, head of new students, student academic advisors, secretary, treasurer. All of these are positions that are elected at the beginning of the school year. And I think for me, I've been the house president, the vice president, and the head of new students. And it's been a really great way for me to practice my leadership skills. Something that's cool about Smith is 100% of the leadership positions here are held by women. And that's really not something that you'll find other places. So it's great training for us as we go out to the real world and are reintroduced to men. Yeah. But so our house council meets every week here on Sunday nights, and we plan the events for the week, and we kind of get our job is really to figure out how to make this house like the most inclusive and the most fun for students. We have probably like 5 events per week. Like this week we had third floor bonding where one of our housemates made cookies and brought like chocolate milk for us and we all sat around eating it. We had PO Cheese, which is a space for students of color to come and we just chat down here. We had Senior Wine and Cheese, which is where the seniors bond. We had a dance party, like a silent dance rave on Wednesday night, and tonight we're having like a movie night where we're ordering pizza and having donuts and watching Wonder Woman. So these are just examples of the various activities that we have every week here. We have this ping pong table. It's a little damaged right now, but we won that in an intramural house soccer tournament. People do puzzles here. Yeah, oh, and one of the most important traditions I almost forgot to mention, on Fridays or Sunday afternoons, every house has tea. So the dining services will create this like beautiful platter of cookies and snacks and tea, and we come and we just chat about our week. So that's a really old Smith tradition. We also have this piano here that every house has because an alum donated a fund for pianos in every house, which is lovely. Do you guys have any questions about the housing here?
How is it determined where you live?
So these are 6 areas of campus that I mentioned before, the Quad, West Quad, East Quad, Upper Elm, Lower Elm, Green Street, and Center Campus. You get to say which area you want to live on when you get here. You rank them in order of preference, and then sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. I actually put Green Street as my first choice, but I ended up here, and I thought I wouldn't like it, but I gave it a shot, and I ended up staying here for all 4 years, so best. And then another cool thing about it is, so the idea is that you stay in the house for all 4 years. So I know some schools will isolate their freshmen in one area of campus and it'll be like the freshman dorms or whatever, but here you're immediately introduced to sophomores and juniors and seniors, and it's a really great way to get integrated into the Smith community. We have this great tradition called Big Sib Little Sib where within like the first month of school, all the first years and new students are paired with an older student in the house, and for the whole week they shower them with gifts and like signs and surprises, and at the end of the week they reveal like, oh, I'm your Big Sib, and it's a really great tradition, a great way to get integrated into the community. But I'm going to show you really quickly what our study space looks like, which is new this year. Our main library is under construction for the next 2 years, so the school's done a really good job creating and redesigning other spaces, so this is where a lot of us do homework at night. You can also do homework in the dining room. We also have laundry here, scent-free, scent laundry, and yeah. Oh, and a full kitchen over here as well. We're pretty lucky. We have a dining hall and a kitchen, but feel free to take a look. So this is a single at Smith College, typical single. I think something like 70% of the rooms at Smith are single, so by your sophomore year it's very likely that you won't have a roommate, which is like, it's really nice if you want that. But my first year I did have a roommate, and it was a great way to make a friend. And I was on the 4th floor, so at Wilson the 4th floor is all doubles, and then the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st floor are all singles. Do you guys have any questions about the rooms here? No. Cool. Yeah, it comes with this bed, desk, dresser, bookshelf, and then, like I said, so you know how there are seniors and juniors and stuff living in the house with us? So when they graduate, we have this tradition called wills, and a lot of the stuff that I have in this room, since I'm from Hawaii, I did not bring this couch or this chair, but when my senior friends graduated, they willed me their couch and chair, so I have it, and I'm going to pass it on to someone next year. Great. That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Okay, let's swing through the bathroom now, because I'm very proud of our bathrooms. We keep them clean. Here we are. So this is a Smith bathroom. We have a housekeeper who comes every day and cleans. Her name is Danuta. She's great. We all leave our toiletries and bath towels and stuff in here. And the showers are quite spacious and comfortable. I've never waited in line for a shower. Everyone here is pretty respectful about the space and that it's a shared space. Yeah? Yeah. I think different areas of campus tend to have different vibes to them. And you can check it out on Smith by Smithies. They'll talk about like kind of the different feels of each house. But I think size has a lot to do with it. So Chase is one of the smallest ones on campus, and Wilson is one of the largest, so I think by way of that we tend to be a bit louder at times. But at the same time, all houses we vote on quiet hours.
Oh,
So
okay.
maybe you were there during quiet hours. So in our house, after 10 p.m., we ask that people are respectful of noise.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your overnight?
Yeah. It was fun. Oh my gosh, I just can't get over how beautiful this campus is.
I know. And
Like-
yesterday was rainy too.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It was still so beautiful. Yeah. It's not like anything they have on the West Coast.
So I just wanted to bring you guys into a dining hall. We have one in Wilson as well, but this one's open more often, so I thought I'd show it to you. And there's like unlimited dining. Again, you use your one card to swipe into the dining halls, and you can eat whatever you want. It's really great. And the food, they're very accommodating to different food dietary restrictions that you have. So there's vegan and vegetarian, gluten-free, halal, kosher, nut-free, anything you could imagine. Do you guys have any questions about the food? Are you looking at mostly East Coast schools or?
Actually, yeah, mostly schools on the East Coast. I kind of want to get out of the house and out of the West Coast.
Coming from Hawaii, I think it can be kind of challenging to live super far away and a plane ride away, but I found that people here are, and the school is just really accommodating for people that come from far away. So in the basements of the houses, they have trunk rooms where you can leave all your stuff over the summer in large bins or trunks that you can get.
Okay, awesome.
Like my friends who aren't going home for Thanksgiving because they're too far away have like professors and other members of the community to take people in for the Thanksgiving
Aw.
meal. So yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, that's nice.
Chase House is also super convenient because it's like right there, and there's a true dining hall. But very close to downtown.
Yeah, that's good.
So I think if you were to live on campus as an Ada Comstock student, there's housing on campus. So their house is right there, 150 Elm. And then there's some other apartments as well for students who have families. This house has a view of the pond, which I'm a bit jealous of. So we were on the quad and you saw the giant brick buildings that like 70 to 100 students live in, but we're entering center campus now, and these are also houses that like actually look more like houses, and they have smaller student numbers in there. That's also a co-op, so those students are off the meal plan and they cook together, and there's probably only like 12 to 20 students living in them. So this is our campus center, kind of the hub of social life at Smith College. We have a cafe to our left, we have school store, mail center downstairs, student government association meets here, and other clubs and orgs meet here all the time. You can see up here we have all the different events that are happening on campus. So we have everything from a conversation about migrant justice to hot chocolate break. So there's something a lot going on here, and those posters are all made in our free arts and crafts room upstairs, so students and clubs can go and make posters or whatever other art stuff. Oh yeah, and then, okay, so a fun fact that I like to share about Smith College is that Sophia Smith, the woman that founded our school in the 1800s, I think, 1870 something, Yeah, maybe that. I'm not so sure. Well, so back in the day, she said in her founding documents that she wanted every building built after that time period to be in the current architectural time period. So that's why there's such a range of architectural diversity on this campus, and why this building, which was built in the 2000s, looks like a spaceship. Yeah. Also, fun facts, apparently they did studies about like what colors students best study with, and they found that orange and green were those colors, so that's why there are orange and green colors mostly in this building. But then also some students study better with blue, so that's why we have a blue room, and then over here we have a red room as well. So yeah. And also another fun fact is Julia Child, class of 1934, is a Smith alum, and she donated her house to Smith College, and we used that money to build this campus center, which is why there's a plaque over there that says, "Thank you, Julia, class of 34. So this is my favorite room on campus, the red room. Because my favorite color is red. And when it gets really cold, they block the fireplace. And just tunnel around it. I sit there and do all the time. Yeah.
Which means dining hall.
Oh, yeah.
This is John and Green Hall, our biggest kind of venue for events. Regina Spektor just came and had a concert here. Last year we had Laverne Cox come and give a spring talk. The year before Viola Davis. We also had Anderson Cooper, I think, the year before that. So yeah, we have really great speakers come.
The Head and the Heart was there too.
Oh, and I know them too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're part of the 5-college consortium, which means that we can take classes at Amherst, Mount Holyoke, Hampshire, and UMass Amherst as well as Smith. And to get to the other colleges, it's really easy. There's a free bus system called the PVTA that comes, and you just show them your one card and they let you get on the bus. And so it's really nice. So I'm taking a class at Holyoke right now, and it's really great. They coordinate the bus schedule exactly, so I will get to class 10 minutes early and they pick you up after as well. So I think the bus system works really well with the class schedules here. And I'm really enjoying my class at Holyoke. Are any of you interested in studying abroad?
Yeah. I think I want to go to Germany.
Oh yeah, that's one of our main programs. It was all Smith students and faculty there. We have 4 like all Smith programs here. Paris, Hamburg, Germany, Florence, Italy,
And Geneva.
Geneva, Switzerland. Exactly. And so if you want to do that, I would recommend starting German right away.
Yeah, I can so I can try.
Nielsen Library, and as you can see, got some stuff going on with that. But fall 2020, we'll have a brand new 21st century library for you all. When the weather's nice, sometimes professors will bring our classes out on the lawn. So this is Seeley Hall, one of our main academic buildings. We're in a classroom right now that is probably on the larger side. I've been in classes as small as 6 students and as large as 60. My intro to environmental science class had 60 students, but even so, the professor knew all of our names within the first week. They really care about getting to know students here. And so there are a ton of academic resources for you when you come to Smith. We have the Jacobson Center here on the 3rd floor, which is, I think, probably 6 full-time writing tutors and experts who have like higher degrees of education in English and writing, and so you can bring your essays to them at any point of the stage, any stage of the process of writing, whether it's you're brainstorming or you're working on a thesis for your paper or just at the end proofreading. They'll make a 30-minute appointment with you and you can work with them for that. And we have the same for quantitative sciences as well, so that's the Spinelli Center for Quantitative Learning. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions about academics here? Not yet? Feel free to ask. Yeah. So we're entering Green Street now, which is another area of campus. That is Hubbard House, and that's where Julia Child lived, so they kind of have a reputation for having the best food on campus. And these are the houses that I talked about saying, like, you roll out of the bed and you see the library. which would not work for me, but definitely works for others. I have like this long list of things to do this weekend, and I'm really excited to dig in. I didn't used to be like you. I know. I think it has to do with the open curriculum, because I'm actually taking classes that I love.
That's true. That's for me.
You know that.
The parking garage is over there.
Yeah.
Hi, so this is Ford Hall, one of our newer buildings on campus. It is where the engineering department has their classes and also molecular sciences. So Smith College has has the first all-women's accredited engineering programs. So students can graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Engineering and go straight into the engineering stuff. These are projects that first-year students did. So also, you don't need to come to Smith knowing that you want to study engineering. There's a class called Engineering for Everyone, and it's really designed for any background to try it, and they really recommend that people take that their first year if they think they have any interest. And they get to build these little energy efficient buildings as their final project. But other fun facts about this building, I think if you look up here, it's like half completed, kind of, like you can see the inner workings of the building, and that's because the people who designed this building wanted the students here to be able to see what they were working towards and what was going on the insides. I think something like 80 to 90% of students at Smith College will participate in research or one-on-one work with a professor here, and that's not just in the sciences. I'm doing an oral history project right now with my archives professor. I had a friend who did her senior thesis about women's roles in the funeral home industry, and she got funding to go all over the country, going to conferences about funeral directors. So you can really, whatever you want to do too, you can propose it to a professor, and they'll often work with you to make that work, and you can get credit for that kind of research. And also, like, research is very important if you want to go to grad school, so I think Smith really sets you up for success in that way as well. These are more houses on Green Street to our right. And if anyone's interested in theater, dance, performing arts, this is where that all takes place. This is our health center over here, where students can get free and confidential counseling services, medical services, free flu shots, etc. And we have a campus physician and a great medical staff there. So this is our gym. It's called Ainsworth Gymnasium, and students have access to this gym, everything from all the machines you see to the indoor track and our tennis to squash courts and our pool down there. And there are varying ways you can get involved with athletics, many different ways. You can be on a varsity sport, so these are all the varsity sports that are offered. You could do intramural sports, so we have a house. All the houses compete against each other in our soccer tournament in the fall and our March Madness basketball tournament in the spring. You could do club sports like rugby or ice hockey or horseback riding or fencing. So those are sports that you don't need to have any previous experience doing. Or you could do the Get Fit Smith classes, which are all these exercise classes offered throughout the week. There are probably like 30 offered at varying times throughout the week, and those range from Zumba to yoga to awesome abs to insanity. Or you could do a 1-credit PE class. They're not required. There are no course requirements, but I signed up. I've been in a bunch. I've been in self-defense, kung fu, tennis. I just took a running class. Next semester I hope to take golf, and these are just fun 1-credit classes and a great way to meet students outside of your major or your house. Do you guys have any questions about athletics? Oh yeah, there's rock climbing all through the doors over there. And yeah, they have open hours and you can take, yeah. Hello, Molly. This is where our orchestra, wind ensemble, Celtic music group, chorus practices all the music, goes in Sage Hall. Yeah, it really varies. And students... Docks almost every single day until October.
Is that the greenhouse?
Yeah, you
Oh
can
my
go in there if you have
gosh.
a chance.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like a family mom show right now.
Yeah, there's the mom show happening, which is just
Take classes. I'm going to India over J-term with the class I'm taking.
my friend Emma Miller is doing that.
Oh. the women's health in India?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's my classmate.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, there's a ton of opportunities over J-term.
This is my favorite sledding hill. It looks steep. It is steep.
I'd be afraid to slip into her right now. I'm fine.
I don't think it is.
To block me.
So this concludes our tour. I'm gonna go inside and get you guys my email addresses and a little card for a really cool website called Smith by Smithies that I'll give you. But yeah, feel free to come in and warm up and I'll go get that card. Do you want to get yours too, Gabby?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.